babies. If you are new here, welcome. Now is a great time to subscribe. And of course, the moment you see me in a wig cap, you already know what time it is. So today's video is in collaboration with Megalook. I'm actually going to be bringing you their 26-inch lace front loose wave wig, which is slowly becoming one of my favorites, only because I'm not really a fan of the 26 inches, but because it's that loose curl, it's giving the vibes that it needs to give, which you guys will see in just a little bit. Now, if you didn't know, now you do, okay? I actually created a grading rubric, which is going to go over things like price, quality, packaging, styling, and how custom did it come. So definitely make sure to check the description box so that you guys can get my final thoughts on this unit. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the installing, the styling, and all the good stuff, the juice of the tutorial, okay? The reason you are here. Now, first things first, of course, let's get right into the packaging. Now, they did actually give us a satin bag. So what I'm noticing is that a lot more people prefer the satin bags over the actual boxes just because they can be a lot more bulky and kind of take up space in your closet. So, hey, I'm not mad at it at all. Great for traveling. And then, of course, they do actually give you a couple of goodies. So you get things like an elastic band, wig cap, of course, an edge brush. It looks like they even gave like a cute little clip. And they also gave a cute little pair of lashes. So lately, I've actually been installing my lashes underneath. If that's something y'all want to see, let me know because I'll do like a separate video for that. But anywho, of course, as soon as I looked at the unit, I knew that this texture was going to be absolutely beautiful. When you get curly hair, the first thing you want to do is, of course, wash, condition it because you're going to want to really pull out that true pattern. And I also noticed that, of course, the lace was super transparent. The only thing that I will say is, although the knots were really, really small, which is a plus, right? I also noticed they did not come bleached. So that's something that I decided to go ahead and do. I like to just take my, I believe this is the BW bleaching powder. I just find this at like Sally's. And then, of course, I take the Salon Care Developer. Usually I use 30 and allow this to sit for about 25 to about 30 minutes just to kind of get the knots bleached. So I know it's very easy to over bleach knots, so I make the consistency super thick so that in the event that it wants to seep through, number one, it can't, and number two, it will just eventually dry out. So that is the goal. I literally let this sit on, and once I let this lift to my liking, which is usually about a light brown, almost blonde color, just for the longevity of the hair, okay? This is the reason we do this, ladies. And then, of course, I just go ahead and just rinse it out. So, of course, you guys can shampoo and condition with whatever product makes you feel happy, but this is what I'm using. And, of course, I also don't recommend doing this in your bathroom sink because you will and you may get a little bit of shedding, just obviously because it's curly hair. But this is a good point because it gives me the chance to really get a feel for the texture, to see what the quality is looking like, to know how much it's going to tangle, shed, and all that good stuff. So I didn't get much shedding, but I did get a little bit, which wasn't too alarming, just considering the length of the hair. 26 inches, one little strand is going to look like a bunch of strands just because it's super long. So don't be alarmed there. And of course, once everything was fully conditioned, you guys can see I did take my Design Essentials almond butter shampoo, well, not shampoo, conditioner. So actually go ahead and just hydrate everything. The curls were super lush and given the vibes, I am here for it, okay? I decided from this point that I didn't want to really pluck this out or anything. I didn't have a need to really further customize it. I like the way that the knots had been like fed into the lace. So all that I did from this point, which of course I didn't show because this is kind of self-explanatory, I literally just put the hair on my mannequin head. It already had that middle part, so I followed through with that, and of course allowed the hair to pretty much air dry. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now after allowing it to air dry for 24 hours. Hey, Ms. Mannequin. Okay, and I did also apply a little bit of the, or a lot of it, of the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Mousse, which does act as like a little hold. So you guys will see it's given that like wet look. But if I go through the hair, of course, the curls are going to kind of relax, look a lot more soft and all that good stuff. And here's what the inside of the cap looks like. So again, this is a 5x5 closure, and it actually looks like more of a custom unit that I would have done using like a dome cap, and then of course the combs with the clips. There isn't an elastic band on the inside of this, so if you wanted to sew one in, you absolutely could. But just a quick look, you guys can see. Okay, it is giving a mermaid, okay? All right, so I'm absolutely loving the way that this looks just straight out of the gate. This essentially is the look, okay? Just that easy. Throw it on and go. You should not have to do too much. All that I'm going to do is literally clip back the hair so that I can trim off the lace. And I know that you guys are probably wondering, like, what is the fit? What does it feel like? Right now, I don't have any of the combs tucked in at all. And it does feel like it could be a little bit more secure. So I'm hoping I'm not about to eat my words on this glueless one. You definitely want to make sure that you measure your head so that you order the correct size cap. I have a small cap. I have a lot of face, but my head is actually small, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and just literally trim off the lace here. I made a mistake and took off a little bit of hair, but hey, don't worry about it. Everything is doing what it needs to do. I'm going to go ahead and just tuck in this side comb. Oh yeah, tucking in the combs actually made this feel a lot better already. It's being pulled exactly where it needs to go. So to be honest, you really don't have to tack this down. I was thinking I was going to end up having to change my mind, but it fits snug. The combs are right here. If you are nervous about your edges, I would absolutely install an elastic band just for the sake of the tugging, the pulling. If you feel like it's not in the right spot, definitely make sure that you adjust the combs because I don't want you to lose your edges trying to wear a wig. It's not that serious. My ears are like really flat to my head, so sometimes the ear situation gets a little weird. But this is what it looks like underneath. So if you guys are nervous about the edges and you feel like you want to style yours, you can. I'm not going to do it just because more than likely this hair would be worn exactly like this. The most I will probably do every now and then is either put on a scarf, cute little decorative scarf, or maybe like a hat. Just for the, you know, just for the giggles. Y'all, this is literally it. That's the hilarious part. There's really nothing left to do. All that I'm gonna do from here is use my fingers to, of course, kind of disrupt the curls a little bit so we kind of get rid of that kind of stiff look. The curls are super soft. The hair does not have a smell at all. The hair feels really like smooth. I feel like, of course, there is like some product buildup, obviously just from the mousse itself, but I don't feel like it took away from the hair at all. You guys can see the loose wave is definitely loose all the way up. I haven't ran my fingers all the way through to really see if there's like shedding, but so far no tangling in the back. Okay, let me run my fingers through. Oh, okay, so far so good. I just literally have it sitting right in front. It's not going anywhere. It fits really, really snug. Then I'm just gonna use my fingers to get rid of that look of just like that wet look, because you still want the curls to, you know, not be completely blown out. So I wouldn't recommend going through with like a brush or even a loose comb. I would just use my fingers to get the hair to do what you want it to do. And if for any reason there's like any spots that you feel like you kind of want to correct a little bit, get you some water and a spray bottle. Y'all, I've been using distilled water like crazy. It's like $1 at Target. But yeah, I've been using it just because it doesn't have all the minerals and stuff in tap water, and it keeps the hair, even my natural hair, feeling really, really soft. So no pressure. It's just something I've been doing. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a little bit just right here because I feel like I kind of straightened it a little bit just to kind of bounce back those curls. And that is literally, it's just that simple. When it comes to this unit, if you wanted to add layers, you could. I don't feel the need to do it because, of course, the length of the hair goes down to 26 inches. So I want to make sure that the length in the front definitely kind of balances it out. And it looks like it does. So they've already kind of pre-laid everything down. The closure area is just short enough to be considered a layer. You guys can see here how it matches up. So of course, I want to kind of stand up and actually show you just how long this is on me. I'm 5'2", in case you guys are wondering. Let me actually show you. I feel like for me to have not done anything to this lace, y'all, it's doing what it needs to do. Now, obviously, I'm going to give you a close-up just so that you guys can see. If you took a little bit of glue and just kind of like went along the edges of this, or even a hairspray, which I'm going to do just for the sake of doing it, y'all, the blend is doing what it needs to do. Are y'all seeing this? Okay. This, oh my God. I always want to make sure that I'm bringing you companies that I believe in. I've been working with Megalook for I think about 3 years now. So obviously I am satisfied with the quality of their units. Only thing I would change about this unit is I would add an additional wig comb at the nape of the neck. Just because I don't actually feel like it's doing anything or taking away from the hair, but I would probably add one there just for a little bit of extra security. But other than that, I really don't have any true complaints. The only other thing, bleach the knots at the wig comb in the nape of the neck. That's it. That's all. And if you did want to go ahead and just add a little bit of hairspray to even help further with the blending, like in real life, because obviously on camera, it may even look even better than it does in real life just because of the lighting and all that stuff. So I would take a little bit of spritz. This is just like Bronner Brothers Pump It Up. I'm going to go ahead and take some of this. I usually just like spray it on my finger. And it dries so quickly. You can take the back of a comb to just blend it in. Y'all, I'm looking at this right now and I'm just like, I can already see how blended everything is. And keep in mind, I did not go in and do any further plucking or anything else. Outside of the bleaching, that's it. A little bit of mousse, water, the hair looks gorgeous. Definitely giving vacation ready. All right, babe, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely leave any comments or questions down below. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. And of course, I will see you in my very next video. Bye, babies.